Namaste, good evening. Thank you for joining on time. Namaste to all.
Good evening, Cox.
Good evening. Let's begin. So this is Prathahsmarana Stotram, which is supposed to be chanted in the early mornings. But given the time constraints, we are learning it in the evenings. And once we complete the Stotram learning process, then start whenever you have chance, whenever you have time. Get into this habit of starting your day in the early morning by chanting this stotram, and we will see the significance of why this is to be chanted in the morning. So only for learning purpose we are chanting this in the evening. Sit comfortably, keep your back, neck and head in a straight line. Let us take the next 30 to 40 minutes to invoke the blessings of Guru. Guru plays such an important role in our lives. And only with divine grace, only with the blessings of Bhagavan, we will be blessed with the grace of a Guru. Let us invoke the blessings of Guru, all the Gurus that are part of our traditional Sanatana Dharma. Let's invoke them with this Guru mantra. I'm sure many of you know this mantra. Let us chant together. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu
Guru
Maheshwarah
Sakshat
Sakshat Parabrahma
Tasmai Shri
Shri
Guru
Gurave Namaha. Let us take the blessings from all the Gurus from the past, present, and in the future. Namaste. Let us begin. So one small information about this particular Guru mantra. So when I learned it many years back, I always said Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. But after I learned the right pronunciation, I understood that it is Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnuhu, Gurur Devo. So pronunciation plays a very important role in Sanskritam. So we'll just keep this in mind as we chant this for the next 3 days. Now, before we proceed to Prathahsmarana Stotram, I would like to offer my gratitude to S. Vyasa Yoga University, where I am currently a student. This is where I first learned Prathahsmarana Stotram around 2 years back when I was doing my yoga instructor course. So, this particular Stotram used to be chanted every morning before we begin our yoga classes. When we go to the campus, also every morning around 5 a.m., we chant this Stotram. And I didn't know the meaning, I didn't know the significance of this stotram, but I just chanted along with my instructor, and it felt so blissful, so divine in the early morning. It felt so magical. I couldn't understand why, but it connected with me so deeply. And that is why I wanted to share this stotram with all of you. Um, I will share the meanings as well of the stotrams. So, there is a beautiful lecture series by Acharya Srimati Lavanya ji. I will send the link to everyone in the group. It is in Tamil. Um, she has explained very beautifully on the context behind each of these stotras. So do take the time to listen to those discourses. There are 3 hour lectures. And for the script, I have referred to shlokam.org. I have shared the link in the group. I've also shared the Tamil version. So in case you want to refer to the Tamil version while we chant, please do so. I will be sharing the Sanskrit and the English, the transliteration. So the significance. So Prathahsmarana Stotram, as I mentioned, it is to be chanted in the morning as soon as we wake up. So there are various Prathahsmarana Stotram available on different deities like Shiva. But what Prathahsmarana Stotram that we are going to learn is the Stotram on Nirguna Brahman, the formless Brahman. Who is this formless Brahman? So this is the crux of Vedantic teaching. I am a Vedanta student as well. So, what I have understood so far in this past 2 years of learning Vedanta and our scriptures, I will try to share. But if you would like to have a deeper understanding of the Vedantic teaching and the meaning behind these three stotras, it is best to learn from a qualified guru. And one benefit of chanting the stotram is that as we learn this stotram, as we start to chant, we notice that uh, one second, is I here somebody is on unmuted, I guess. Please mute yourself. Thank you. So as we chant this stotram more and more, we are blessed with punyam, and that punyam will help us find the right guru. The punyam that we gather by chanting will help us find the right guru who will help us understand the significance and the meaning, understand the crux of Vedantic teaching. And I have seen that happen personally for myself. So, even if you don't understand anything at this point of time related to Vedanta, just chant with complete surrender. I'm sure you will find different means, different sources by which you will get to understand the deeper significance of Prathahsmarana Stotram. So when we wake up, these days we hear from many people saying that, as soon as you wake up, don't check your phone. When we check the phone or when we check any feed, what we do is we look at what other people are doing, what um, what other people are doing, what is happening in the world, right? So that is what we immediately we open ourselves to the outside world. We know that that is not to be done the first thing in the morning. So first thing in the morning, if we start to look at our own priorities, then what happens is that we start to put together a list of to do's, right? Sometimes we might get very tensed. Oh, I have to do so much today, or there might be some nagging problem that is bothering you. So when we wake up with that level of stress or anxiety, that sort of continues throughout the day. So we need to start our day with a very peaceful mind. And when we contemplate upon our true nature, the important question, who am I, right? So that question, if we start to ponder upon that, that is our real nature. When we contemplate upon that, all those other problems, nagging problems, things that give us anxiety, stress, tension, all those other emotions, those become less important. We start to understand that in the larger scheme of things, these small niggles don't matter anymore. So that is the reason why Shankaracharya ji has given us this stotram, so that we understand what is our true real nature. So when we start to learn Vedanta, there are three steps that we undergo. One is, the first step is called Shravanam. Shravanam is when we listen to the scriptures, learn them from a qualified guru. So we continuously listen to various scriptures, various teachings from a qualified guru. This is the first step. The second step is called Mananam. Mananam is when we remove all our doubts. When we hear um, statements like, you are not your body, you are not your mind. These are statements which require a lot of contemplation, lot of reflection, and we will have a lot of doubts. So, in the stage of Mananam, the second stage, we clear all our doubts so that the knowledge that we have gained, we start to become more um, clear about it. There's no doubt. There is conviction in the learning that we have got. So, this is the second stage. In the stage of Mananam, intellectually we are convinced that yes, this is what it is. The third stage is called Nididhyasanam, where we are continuously reflecting, assimilating, meditating upon the learnings, and we absorb this into our habitual nature. So it is not like when we understand Vedantic knowledge from a theory point of view, but during our day-to-day interactions with the outside world, we again get back to our habitual patterns. So this is where Nididhyasana helps. Nididhyasana is a process of continuously contemplating, reflecting, and assimilating this knowledge. So Prathahsmarana Stotram is a Nididhyasana meditation. It is a Nididhyasana prayer. So the crux of Vedantic teaching is given in three shlokas, and as we chant, we reflect on those meanings, we reflect on the deeper knowledge, so that every day as we contemplate upon it, it becomes imbibed in us. So this Prathahsmarana Stotram has three shlokas, and there is one Phalashruti, or the fruit of chanting this stotram, but usually that is not chanted. Only the first three shlokas are chanted, and that is what we will learn in the next 3 days. So this is the basic idea behind the significance of learning Prathahsmarana Stotram. We will now move on to the first shloka. Okay, so first we will learn the pronunciation, then I will share the meaning of it. Pratah, Pratah, Smarami, Smarami. There is half sa and a full ma. Smarami, Smarami, Hridi. There is h and r. There is half h and full r. So Hridi, Hridi. Then there is samspura. This is anusvara, and then followed by half sa, and it's, don't say it as fu, it is phu. Samspura, samspura datma tattvam, samspura datma tattvam. Prata. So when you combine pratah and smarami, so this is visarga, the two dots that you see here, taha, pratah. When you combine a visarga followed by sa, it becomes pratasmarami. Stress on that sa a little more. Pratasmarami, hridi, samspura datma tattvam. Samspura datma tattvam. Second line, Satchit. This is half cha and a full chi. Satchit. Satchit Sukham. This the is half the, so stress on it. Satchit Sukham Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa. Gatim. Gatim. Paramahamsa Gatim Turiyam. Turiyam. This is Dirga Ri. So you'll have to extend this Ri a little bit. Turiyam. Turiyam. This is half ma, im, turiyam. Satchit sukham paramahamsagatim turiyam. Yat swapna. Yat swapna jagara. Jagara. Sushup. Sushup. There is a half p and a full t, and this is sh. This is called Murdanya sh. So you'll have to roll your tongue and say Sushup tamavaiti. Tamavaiti nityam. Sushup tamavaiti nityam. Tad. Tad. This is half the tad brahma. Brahma. Nishkalamaham. This is half sh, murdanya sa, sh. So nishkalamaham, nacha, nacha. So this is ch, nacha, bhuta, bhuta. This is dirgha and it is mahaprana. So bhuta, sangaha, sangaha. There is a visarga here. So sangaha. Tad brahma nishkalamaham nacha bhuta sangaha. I'll chant once here fully. Prathahsmarami hridi samspuradatmatattvam satchit sukham paramahamsa gatim turiyam yat swapna jagara sushuptamavaiti nityam tad brahma nishkalamaham nacha bhuta sangaha. Okay, so this is the pronunciation. Now let's understand the meaning of it. So, prata smarami, in the morning, at dawn. Smarami. Smarami means I remember. I remember whom? Atma Tattvam, that reality, that real nature of mine, the self, Atma Tattvam. That Atma Tattvam, Hridi, it is shining brightly in the heart, Hridaya, Hridi. Samspurad. Samspurad means it is self-evident. So when you say, I am attending this session, that I, right, it is always there with you. So that Samspuradatma Tattvam, that Atma Tattvam is self-evident. So what are the characteristics of this Atma Tattvam? That is what Shankaracharya ji has mentioned in the next 3 lines. So first, let's go to the last line. Nacha bhuta sangaha. So this Atma Tattvam, this Atma, it is not formed by the 5 elements. Bhuta, Panchabhutas, right? It is not because of the, it is not formed by the 5 elements. So one important principle in Vedanta is that the experiencer is different from the experienced. So, for example, this pen, it is an object which I am experiencing. I am seeing this pen through my eyes. I am holding this pen with my hand, right? And I can use it and write it. So, this is an object of experience and I am the experiencer. So, all the material words, this laptop is an object, this notebook is an object, right? All the objects that we use are objects of experience. So similarly, our body, we are also experiencing our body. When you experience pain, you know where there is pain, right? You are experiencing. So whatever you experience is not you. That is the core idea. So I am experiencing my body. I know that this is my hand. These are my eyes, right? So this is my body. So this is an object of experience. Similarly, my mind. I am experiencing various emotions. My mind goes through emotions of happiness, joy, anger, grief, sadness, etc. So all those emotions are being experienced. I am experiencing what is going through in my mind. So mind is also not me. And intellect. Intellect is also not me because I know what I know and I know what I don't know. For example, you can say, um, I know to chant this particular stotram. I know to chant Prathahsmarana stotram. I don't know how to chant Lalita Sahasranama stotram, right? So, what I know and what I don't know is something that I am aware of. So, intellect is also not me. I am experiencing my intellect. I know what I am aware of, what I am not aware of. So, these are all external to me. This is the core idea behind Nacha Bhuta Sangaha. So again, I've like very, in a rudimentary basis, I have explained this, but there's very core understanding that is required, which requires deeper study of the Vedanta scriptures. So, Nacha Bhuta Sangaha refers to I am that pure Atma Tattvam, pure consciousness, which is not formed out of these elements. Okay, so in there is a text called Tattva Bodha, which is also written by Shankaracharya ji. So where he talks about a process called Panchikaranam. Panchikaranam is a process by which the gross body, the physical body, is formed out of the five elements. So the Panchabhutas. Panchabhutas undergo a process called Panchikaranam, and that results in the physical body. The mind is nothing but the Sukshma Sharira. It is also a combination of these five elements, mind and intellect. So, whatever is not formed out of these elements, I am not that. So, that is the understanding. Now, next we move on to the third line. So, here, Swapna, Jagara, Sushupti. So, we undergo three different stages of consciousness every single day: waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. Every single day, we keep going from one state to another, right? The waker, dreamer, and deep sleeper, all these are you, right? So, when you wake up in the morning, you say that I had this dream. You have a very vague idea of the dream. And when you had a good sleep, you wake up saying, I had a very deep sleep. And during waking time, I am doing these activities. So, in all these three states, this I, Atma, is a constant. It is a witness of all these three states, right? So, this Atma Tattvam, Atma, is eternal witness. Avaiti is witness, Nityam, eternal witness of the three states, Swapna, Jagara, and Sushupti. Okay. And so this is the second property. Third is that now we move to the second line. This Atma Tattvam is of the nature of Sat, Chit, Ananda. You might have heard of this word, Sachidananda, Sachidananda Swarupam, right? So, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Ananda here implies Sukham. So, it is when you are in that state of Purnatvam, like completeness, right? You will experience a state of Sukham, bliss. So, Sat, Chit, Sukham. So these are again deeper words. Sat refers to existence, which is always there. Atma Tattvam is like always there, existence. Chit, it is the state of consciousness, witness. It witnesses everything, but it is not participating in any of the external activities we do with the instruments that we have, be it our indriyas, be it our mind or intellect. So it is just watching. what is happening. Atma is a witness of all the activities that we do. Um, so those are the attributes or way we explain Sat, Chit, Sukham. Existence, consciousness, bliss. Paramahamsa Gatim. So this is the goal of the great sages. So Paramahamsa refers to the great sages. Gatim is their goal, Gati. So what is their goal? They want to reach moksha. Moksha is self-realization. To attain moksha, to attain mukti means to realize that Atma within. So Paramahamsa Gatim. And Turiyam. Turiyam is the name of it is also called as the fourth state. So the Atma is constant in Swapna, Jagara, Sushupti. Jagarat is waking, Swapna is dreaming, Sushupti is deep sleep. And this is constant in all the three states. And Turiyam is like, you can say it is a super consciousness. It is like um, absolute state of the Atman. Okay, so these are the properties by which we are trying to understand, trying to remember our true nature. And finally, Brahma Nishkalamaham, that Brahman. So the Atma Tattvam is nothing but the Brahman. The Jivatma is the same as the Paramatma. So here Shankaracharya ji is talking about the Advaita philosophy. So he is talking about how Brahman, which is partless, Nishkalam. Nishkalam is partless. You can't break Brahman down into multiple parts. So he is emphasizing the Advaita philosophy here. So again, I would suggest you, if this concept feels vague or confusing to you, please do take the time to study Vedanta. Start with basic scriptures like Tattva Bodha to understand these in much more depth. Given the shortage of time, I've just given a simplistic meaning of this shloka. Now let's go for chanting. Okay. Repeat after me. Prathahsmarami
Prathahsmarana
हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम्
हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम्
सच्चेत्सुखम्
सच्चित्सुखम्
परमहं सगतिं तुरीयम्
परमहंसगतिम् तुरीयम्
यत्स्वप्नजागर
यत्स्वप्नजागर
सुषुप्तमवैति नित्यम्
सुषुप्तमवैति नित्यम्
तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमहम्
तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहम्
न च भूतसङ्गः
न च भूतसङ्गः
One more time we'll chant. Prathahsmarami
प्रातः स्मरामि
हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम्
हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम्
सच्चित्सुखम्
सच्चित्सुखम्
परमहं सगतिं तुरीयम्
परमहंसं गतिं तुरीयम्
यत्स्वप्नजागर
यत्स्वप्नजागर
सुषुप्तमवैति नित्यम्
सुषुप्तमवैति नित्यम्
तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहम्
तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहम्
न च भूतसङ्गः
न च भूतसङ्गः.
So what I will do is I will now chant the full shloka. You can listen to this, and in the recording, this particular part you can repeat and practice at home before tomorrow's before we begin the second shloka. Let me chant the full shloka. प्रातस्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम् सच्चित्सुखं परमहं सगतिं तुरीयम् यत्स्वप्नजागरसुषुप्तमवैति नित्यम् तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहं न च भूतसङ्गः. So keep practicing more and more. You can break it down at places where we broke the sentence, so that once you get comfortable, then it flows very easily. Okay. So for the closing prayer, this is the Shanti mantra from Ishavasya Upanishad. This is again, I'm not going to explain the meaning because it's very deep. So, but let's just learn the chanting. That in itself is, so blissful. Repeat after me. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. One more time. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Now I will chant the full prayer, the Shanti mantra, without any break. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently close your eyes. Feel the vibrations of the chanting. This is a short stotram, just 3 shlokas. So let's commit ourselves to completing the learning process, not stop in between. Gently open your eyes. Thank you for joining today. We will again meet tomorrow. If you have any questions or doubts on the pronunciation or meaning, please drop a message in the WhatsApp group. We will again do a revision of the first shloka tomorrow before we move on to the second. Okay, have a beautiful evening, everyone. Namaste. Thank you.